This video is brought to you by hoodbeast.com. Design your own custom hoodies. hoodbeast.com. We are beast.
Yo, what's up guys? It's me, Lee. Thank you for coming back to listen to me talk about this basketball stuff and joining me on this quest to 200k hashtag 1 million a year. Y'all already know that y'all the real MVPs though. Sometimes I make videos that basketball wise you guys just don't agree with, and yet you still come back the very next day to see what I gotta say next, and that's what's up. We may not always see eye to eye on every single little thing when it comes to the NBA. I just try and tell you guys what I'm seeing from my eyes, and if you see something else, then that's completely cool. Hey, that's on you. That's the point of all this. Like, for real, how boring would it be if every single person had these same views on what's going on in the NBA? There would be no point to talking about it with other people because you think exactly what they think. I kind of enjoy sometimes when you guys disagree with me because it gives me a different viewpoint on the thing. I get to see the NBA through your eyes, and that's dope. I was just thinking about that. Like, I learned so much about basketball from you guys. It's ridiculous. Anyways though, we got something to talk about today, and today I want to spend some time talking about the other guys. See, the other guys. Those are the guys that always seem to catch blame when something is going wrong, but yet when everything is going right, they never get any of the shine. They get no credit. So we're going to give the other guys some shine right now. You guys remember last year when the Cleveland Cavaliers got mollywopped in the NBA Finals by the Golden State Warriors. Actually, it wasn't even last NBA season, but this was just a few months ago. The popular thought about that series is LeBron James did absolutely everything he could to give the Cleveland Cavaliers a chance of winning that series. I mean, the man went out there and played outside his mind, averaged a freaking triple-double in the NBA Finals. He was great. He did his part. Then Irving, he was pretty good sometimes. I mean, he wasn't the same Kyrie Irving that we saw back in 2016. He didn't have that great of a series, but you know, he was trying out there. But as for the rest of the guys, we put the blame on them, and I'm talking about Deron Williams, Tristan Thompson, Iman Shumpert, and I guess even Kyle Korver during that series as well. Those guys, they were non-existent. Tristan Thompson was getting out-rebounded by Stephen Curry. It seems like forever ago, but do y'all remember that? Before the series started, everyone was like, oh, Tristan Thompson could be the X factor in this series. He could be getting all these rebounds, all these offensive rebounds, and that could be a huge part if the Cavs upset the Warriors. Series starts and he was, you know, Tristan Thompson. He looked like Shaq's big left toe out there. So yeah, those guys caught a majority of the blame. And don't get me wrong, those aren't the guys that I want to give credit to so far for the season the Cavs are having right now. Because Tristan Thompson has been injured. Granted, he's back now, and when he has played, it's not like he's been doing anything still. Same thing with Iman Shumpert and Deron Williams. No one's even heard from or about him ever since the end of that series. So all those guys know I'm not about to give them any shine in this video. Kyle Korver though is an exception because he's back to looking like Kyle Korver now. See, what LeBron James has been doing this year so far is amazing. There's no other words to put it. If there's anyone that's going to steal the MVP away from James Harden, it's going to be LeBron James. He was great again last night in the Cavs 115-112 win over the Bulls. 34 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. He did his thing again, and he gets the majority of credit whenever the Cavs are doing well. But as we saw in the NBA Finals, LeBron by himself is great, but at the end of the day, this is still a team sport. You can't have one great guy do it all by himself and expect them to be as good as the Cavs have been as of late. It takes everybody that steps onto the court, or it takes most of the players that steps onto the court. Look, Kyle Korver, Dwayne Wade, Jeff Green, Kevin Love, and even Jose Calderon. It feels weird lumping Kevin Love in there with those guys, but he too receives a lot of the blame when things aren't going well for Cleveland. Let's talk about Kevin Love for a second here, because I don't think people realize how great he has been for Cleveland so far this year. While he may be putting up the same stats that he was putting up last year, around 20 points and 10 rebounds, he has been much much more efficient this year, shooting 48% from the field compared to the 42% that he shot last year, and 40% from deep compared to the 37% from deep that he was shooting last year, putting up these same numbers while playing less than 30 minutes per game. There is this thought that goes around amongst some NBA fans that Kevin Love is garbage, and when we say garbage, we're not talking about like actual garbage of the NBA. We're talking about he ain't the player that we thought he was when he was back in Minnesota. He's not a superstar, he's just a good player. He's averaging 20 and 10 while playing next to LeBron James. 20 and 10 playing next to the best player on the planet right now. That can't be easy to do. I don't know what we as fans want from Kevin Love. Do we want him to put up the same numbers that he was putting up in Minnesota playing next to LeBron James? That is not possible. Bottom line is he has been really good for the Cavs, especially this year. Fun fact, when both he and LeBron score at least 20 points in a game this year, the Cavs haven't lost yet. As for the other guys, Kyle Korver is back to his marksman ways from beyond the arc. When he got traded to Cleveland last year, he couldn't make a shot, not even just in the finals, but ever since they traded for him, he struggled. That hasn't been the case this year. 45% from deep for Korver so far. Jeff Green has been great for him off the bench, running the court, providing a spark off the bench and playing defense. Jose Calderon even. He's been stretching the floor, playing pretty good defense, and also being sort of a leader on the court from that point guard position. And then there is Dwayne Wade. See, Dwayne Wade has been phenomenal off the bench. Just the experience he brings to that second unit. He comes in and can change the course of the game, plays great defense, sets people up on offense, can still score a little bit. He does it all. He has that legit X factor to him, not like the Tristan Thompson X factor, but a good X factor. Yes, LeBron may be possibly having the best year of his career, but you have to give these other guys some shine too. And by the way, shout out to the Chicago Bulls. They lost last night, but that team got some fight in them. Michael Beasley is starting to turn heads, break necks around the NBA. Like, this is hilarious. What if he becomes like Hassan Whiteside was a couple years ago, where he has this season that puts everybody on notice and like, dang, he is a star in the NBA. I would be beyond happy for Michael Beasley if that happened. The man could become someone's favorite player just off his interviews alone. I mean, yesterday, Michael Beasley, though, was torching the best team in the Eastern Conference. Not even the Boston Celtics could find an answer to Michael Beasley. Man was going toe-to-toe with Kyrie Irving last night and came out on top. The Knicks beat the Celtics 102-93. Kristaps Porzingis returned, but went 0 of 11 from the field, only 1 point, and the Knicks still won because of Michael Beasley. Dude ain't even just a walking bucket right now. He ain't even got to walk to get a bucket. He is the bucket. 32 points, 12 rebounds, 13 of 20 shooting in only 25 minutes yesterday. He could have dropped an easy 40 points if he played like 35 minutes. And with the way he's been playing so insanely these past few games in extended minutes, a reporter asked him after the game when he could feel that he was getting hot, when he got the hot hand, and he had the perfect response.
Feeling the hot hand, started going at like
January 9th, 1989. You know, I'm just here for the team. Whatever they need, whenever they need, scoring, rebounding, defense, trying my best. You know, as humbly as I can say it, man. I just feel like every shot I shoot going in, every shot I miss, I make.
Legendary response right there. 32 for Beasley once again, and Irving had 32 as well for Boston. Philly just can't catch a break right now. They've lost now 8 of their last 9 games, with the 114-109 loss to the Raptors, and maybe they would have won this game if it wasn't for DeMar DeRozan going ultra instinct yesterday. DeRozan unlocked a part of his game last night that not even he knew he had. He probably made a total of 6 threes all of last season, but that didn't stop him from looking like Steph Curry from beyond the arc against the Sixers. 6 of 9 from deep, 13 of 21 from the field, and a new career high of 45 points for DeRozan last night. Yo, if this man starts hitting more threes like that on a consistent basis, I don't even want to know what that might mean for the rest of the NBA. It just wouldn't be fair. Lowry also added 23 for the Raptors, who are closing in on that number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Everyone paying attention to the Cavs and the Celtics in the East, and the Raptors have been right there with them the entire time. Memphis if I don't hear about you shopping Marc Gasol before the trade deadline gets here, then I'm reporting you for abuse, misuse, and everything else under the sun, because there is no reason that a player as great as Marc Gasol should be on the worst team in the Western Conference. That is right. After the Grizzlies' 97-95 loss to the Suns yesterday, Memphis Grizzlies now sit squarely at the bottom of the Western Conference. Who knows though? Maybe Memphis is low-key just tanking with their best players on purpose so they can get a start in the draft this year and then become really good after that. Kind of like how the Spurs were good with David Robinson, but Robinson missed a season. Spurs got bad and got Tim Duncan because of that. Maybe that's what the Grizzlies are trying to recreate, but I doubt it. I think they legit just suck right now. But on the other hand, look at Phoenix, still undefeated since signing Isaiah Cannon. That's the real MVP right there. The banged up Utah Jazz were able to take down the mighty Spurs last night. Granted, the Spurs didn't play all their players either, but still an impressive win for Utah without Gobert and Mitchell, 100-89. Without Mitchell in the lineup, Jazz were going to Rodney Hood all night long yesterday, and he came through for them with 29 points. That wraps up all the action from last night though. You guys can vote for the player of the day by clicking this little card thing right here. Just remember, the only players whose team won are eligible to win player of the day. And yesterday, you guys selected Kyle Kuzma and his 38 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists as your player of the day. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smack that like button. Let's get to 3,200 likes for the GOAT, Michael Beasley, aka your favorite player's favorite player, aka Melo on the left side of the court, dropping 32 points last night. But make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the NBA on a daily basis. And until tomorrow, keep getting the buckets, Team RTC, and I'm out of here. Peace!